Okay. I've given you an assignment to get you started on your research papers, and I asked to see you to take a picture of some notes that you're taking. Now, I don't have a specific way, but let me show you. Basically, I often, when I read a text, go through and you can mark the page numbers or sections here, and then these become the notes that you use to then write your paper, where they tell you where to find it, what the how to go back and get a quote. Now, some of you, I greatly recommend that you go ahead and buy on Amazon.com, or some use oftentimes for like $5, $6, $8. You can get a key book that you need for research. And I always take the notes in the back. That makes them really permanent. And then you have the page number that gets you to the source. And also then a book like this has all sorts of bibliography, footnotes, and a big, nice index to help you find things in the back, So find a university press, find a, good, solid book. And, 2 or 3 of these become then the foundation of your paper. And that's a really good way to do things. And then you can find every once in a while, this is John Smith for you colonial revolutionary class. This is his primary sources. This is a whole volume of stuff that John Smith wrote. And so then I've got all of my notes, in the back here for if ever I want to write anything on John Smith, I can find out my own little personal index in the back. Now, another thing that you can do, which is, and I recommend all, is not just get a biography and stuff, but like this is the Oxford history, and they actually have like 5 or 6 volumes that does the whole United States. But this is the colonial revolutionary volume. And you can see 1763, or actually just the revolutionary, 1763, 1789. Robert Middlecoff's a great Berkeley historian. And so that you got good information in here, and it puts it in the big grand context that really is often very helpful to you. And it's got the great index to use. And then, of course, I take my notes in the back. So the idea of being engaged with the book and your readings, I know a lot of you do this on computer, and there are ways to do it, but you're going to have to figure out how to do those better on the computer. I work best off of, like if I'm working on a computer source, I take notes like this, okay? Sometimes I have a little book. I have various books where I write notes, and I make little index markings with these things there. And then, various ways to do notes, but I want to see evidence from you that you're beginning to gather information for a paper, because that's the first step, is to gather information so that you can start thinking about information.